Welcome to part 2 already. Well, let's start for my adventure in Miami Seaquariun already. Just exploring some fishes. And there's a lot more about these fishes already. And I'm just getting a little bit bored around here. Well, I'm just going down there. And there's the other tank for the killer whales called Olita. Whatever is it called. Well, I'm off from down there. Well, I'm just down the ground. There is the manatee habitat zone right there. And there's also tropical wild animals like a fish. The one, I made a video of that one too. And there's also piranhas. Let's go underneath to see the manatees right here. Well, there's nothing else to see around here. Well, this is just to explore about how we do research about manatees, about how their environment is. Well, they're just almost close to extinction already, and there's just only about 1,000 left in the wild, just only in Florida instead. They couldn't be found anywhere, just instead. And there's also close to the elephants families instead. Well, there's also a big manatee. It weighs over 1,000 pounds. They eat their diets instead. Also plants too. And seagrass. Also cabbages and lettuce they eat. Well, we're just traveling somewhere else. Like seeing the flamingos. These are natural from Florida instead. You can see them anywhere when they find food and water. Oh, I like to explore about this pond right here. It's filled with piranhas, but don't ever put your finger in there. Well, there's a warning sign to tell you about it. You see it right there? Do not just put your finger in the water. That's what it's telling you. And suddenly I made another video out of that one too. I did explain to you about the wild things about parrots and birds instead. And also there's two lovebirds kissing. Well, we're just made to the killer whale show called Olita. This just tells you about the information about killer whales, how they live in the wild, and there's more in their captivity instead. And look at the long lines instead. Well, the line is not that long, but there's plenty of more room to sit, and wherever they just sit, wherever you get the idea. I just got some serious deal with things instead. And what about the rest of the people right here? I'm just alone with my camera, and look at the seats right here. I'm just sitting around alone already. Well, the show didn't started. There's just there's Olita right there, just taking a break already, but the show didn't started. It's just getting warmed up already. Oh, and there's also the way they feed the fish. Do you see those two boxes right there? They also put their fish tanks right there. So when the show starts, there's a bunch of people just taking pictures about the killer whale. Well, you get the idea about that blowhole right there. That is way big how they breathe in. They got bigger lungs than that. Oh, I'll be better going to SeaWorld instead. I've never seen a killer whale seen underwater near the tank instead. This tank is pure salt water too. Well, it's also definitely cold waters too. The crowd's been gathering, and there's the speakers, and there's also a bunch of birds. They can't even find food anywhere. About fishes when the trainers feed. And there's just information about killer whales, about what kind of types they things eat, like dolphins, seals, penguins, even